Hello and welcome to Flory Models Kit View Time. Today we've got two latest releases from Lataki. They're both 1/72nd and they're both the Arau, but these are the striped versions. So we've got the single seat and we've got the two seat. On top of that, also to go along with these kits, they've released 3D printed cockpit set as well. So we thought we'd have a look at those. Yeah, but I've got a film. Is this the outtake section or are you going to help me with it? Okay, so lovely box art as always. So first of all, we've got the J-22M or the Super Arau. All right, kit number for this one is 72003. Not too much on the box, as you can see around in here. Some of the other bits as well, which will be coming right the way through, just like that. All right, and the one we'll have a look at down in here, obviously the two-seat version of the NJ-22M1 Arau as well. So again, beautiful box art with these ones. So your kit number for this one is 72004. All right, so again, some very nice ones just down in those. So inside the box, we are greeted by two packs of the sprues in, nicely bandaged up. All right, we got the decals in a nice little zip bag, nice touch. We've also got good old chunk of photo etch. All right, and we've got a mask set for it. Again, very, very nice indeed. And then we've got your instructions, which we'll look at in a second. And also, very, very nice touch. As always, we get the box art down in here as a little print on an A4 print. Beautifully done. Very, very nice card stock almost of this one as well. And again, beautiful box art. No more cutting the boxes open to get you actually stick these to the wall. You can frame this up and you've got your very own little bit of artwork with it, just like that. All right. So I'm not going to go massively overboard with the review because obviously you've looked at it before. I will link it down below to the original J22 Arau reviews. All right, we've got both of them down in there as well. We've got the NJ22 and just the J22 as well. Anyway, if you are going to do it straight out of the box, which why wouldn't you? You've got everything you would need down in here as well. Got the seats going together, photo etch making all of these up right the way through. Also, you're doing two of those. This is the two-seat version. Instrument panel. So again, we've got a decal and photo etch as well, making it a really nice one. Same goes obviously for the rear. Side panels as well. We've got photo etch going right the way down with all of those. So again, very nice touches and side paneling as well as decals. And then again, making up the actual cockpit. So floor, bulkheads and side consoles being fitted in just like so. All right, seats being dropped down into their little side areas into this one. And then we're down to the back as well. So we've got engines being fitted down in here. I think these are the flame holders for down the back as well, and the various parts onto those. Then you've got the actual nozzles being fitted down onto those ones. Then you're into making up the wheel wells. Again, nice level of detail right the way through all of those ones. Again, a little bit of bits to do here, cutting little various sections off and stuff like that for the differences between obviously versions. So again, a little bit of trimming just received down in here. It points them out how you're doing it, and it should end up with something like this. All right, then you've got obviously fuselage halves going together, nozzles being fitted in, wheel wells fitted into there as well, and then obviously the cockpit, not forgetting the all-important 20 grams nose weight. All right, otherwise you're going to end up with a tail sitter. Okay, then we've actually got the burner rings on the back being fitted down into there as well. A little bit of a tail system as well underneath the main tail, intakes being fitted onto there, and then we've got the wing sections all going together on there just like that. Then we've got wings and tailplane, rudder, tail all being fitted down into there. Then we got the wheels being fitted together, two halves together, main gear system being fitted into there just like that. All right, right the way through, nose gear being fitted in there as well. Then we got speed brake jaws just down there in front of the gear. And then obviously you've got the actual aircraft gear doors being fitted on there as well. And then the mains being fitted, nose wheel, and then we've got some pylons going down in there as well. Ventricle tails down in there as well, and then obviously got lights and various clear parts being fitted up into the nose. We've got angle of attack sensors being fitted, really, really nice on here as well. Nose section, pitot being fitted, canopies, strafes, all in photo etch with those as well being fitted down onto there. Again, weapon system being fitted as well. I must admit, I don't know what missile that is. That's a new one to me. But again, it's made up with photo etch on there as well. All right. And then obviously you've got some free fall bombs being fitted down onto there, just like that. We've got fuel tanks. Looks like we've got an aphid on the outer station. And then obviously we've got the various components being fitted in, and obviously your weapons loadout for how you're going to have it. Very Jaguar-esque, isn't it, with the actual speed brakes, with the guns underneath and the gear and all the rest of it. So being fitted down in there as well. Then obviously we've got some colour call-outs and colour markings down in here. And again, we've got Mr. Colour, MiG, AK and Tamiya. So you've got you covered on all bases. And there's the other ones that they do. So to start off with, we're not going to get these out because we have been through them before. They're really, really nice quality. Very, very nice indeed. So we've got all your decals down in there. All the bits up here for the cockpit, for the instrument panel. Things like that, your marking numbers and everything else looking very, very nice. Then we've got a chunk of photo etch. I'll get this out without bending it. All right, and we've got the mask set. There we go. So we have the photo etch. Again, looks very, very nice. No problem with that. Looking good. Camera hates photo etch and shiny things. There we go. You can see very, very nice indeed. And we get a mask set, which is obviously always a nice touch with these as well. So in the old plastic, we've got two bags, as we were saying. So down in here, in bag one, we've got clear parts, which we'll look at the moment. We've got the fuselage. All right, so if we start down with the fuselage, so you can see very nice recess panel lines. We've got the bombs down in there as well, 3-4 bombs. Looks really good, crisp, sharp details. Nothing on the inside, including no ejector pins, you might notice. There's no ejector pins on this kit whatsoever. All right, and there's no locating pins either. But again, as I've said in other reviews about this kit, that's definitely not a downside. I take that as a positive. Never trust a locating pin anyway. All right, so again, beautifully done. Very, very nicely cast and areas. Then we've got the top and the bottom of the fuselage. And again, catch it in the light, you can see beautiful recessed details all the way on there. On the belly, again, really very, very nice indeed. And once again, smooth, polished molds. As you can see, they are very, very nice indeed. No problem with that. Then we've actually got the wings. So again, some great wing detail. Looking very nice, recessed access ports. And then obviously for all the fasteners. Actually very nice again. And again, beautifully done. Nicely polished. And again, you've got the situation. Love to see how this goes together. Actually, I'm going to have to put one together just to see. But you can see nice curved off edges down in here as well, which should mean going through should be very, very nice indeed. So again, that's actually very, very nice. In bag number 2, we have all the smaller parts. So again, small aircraft. Small scale, big on detail, lots of detail down in here, as you can see. So again, we work our way along. Tailplanes, we've got the gear doors and bays, intakes, things like that. Tail area, burner cans, detail inside the burner cans as well, which is nice at this scale. Again, really very, very nice indeed. Good, sharp, crisp details all the way through. Okay, cockpit areas, floors, seats, gun ports, speed brakes, bulkheads. Again, very, very nice. Control sticks. Again, all of those very nice indeed. The detail's beautifully done. The moulding is very, very nicely done on these as well. Because again, you've got some very fine parts in here and they're all absolutely fine on a polished mould as well. So again, really very, very nice. Such small details, yet we've got no flash, we've got no sink marks. And again, you know, Lataki isn't the biggest company in the world, but they don't punch above their weight. They really, really do. They bring out some outstanding kits with beautiful details in such small scales as well. Very, very nice. Okay, last sprue up. We've got the fuel tanks down the bottom, the doors, engines, the usual parts, as you might imagine. So again, very nice indeed. All of those. Very, very nice. Okay, so clear parts we have beautifully packaged and protected. Here with a pair of thoughts. So canopies, no centre seam. I'm really, really clear. Again, for the scale, I think that's absolutely fine. Very, very nice. No problems with that at all. It's very nice. So I'm intrigued what's in the other one. I assume this is all the lights. I can find the way in. So again, just poking out here. Hopefully it might pull through. There we go. So yeah, we've got all the lights, all the small parts on here like that. The nose on here. Very, very nice. Very crisp. Very, very sharp indeed. But it doesn't end there, because also we can get hold of this now. So again, very, very nice set indeed. So inside, have a look at that. We've got the bag with the parts. We'll look at it in a second. Got little instructions. So obviously it's a direct replacement for the kit parts down in here. Okay, and then talks about it. So you can upgrade it with photo etch down in here. Obviously we've got a little bit of acetate as well, which is going to be for your heads-up display glass, and then going to be replacing the seat and the tub and all the rest of it. So they are just found in this little bag here. So I'm not going to get this out because you can see it, but what we've got down in here is a tiny heads-up display with the actual little clear part. All right, we saw before. And then we got 3D printed resin, and we've got the cockpit, which is very, very nice indeed. We have the seats with the harnesses all molded in and things like that, which looks very nice. So we've got 2 seats. We've got bulkhead, and again a little bit more detail on the bulkhead, which is very nice. We've got the other bulkhead, and again a little bit of detail just down on there, which is nice. Then we've got the forward instrument panel and combing in one, and that's a lot more detail. That's a great upgrade. And again, we've got the multifunction displays down in there, up front controller, the usual bits and pieces. That's very nice indeed. And then obviously we've got the one for the Rio, for the weapons, or Wizzo I suppose would be in this case, down in there in the back. Very, very nice indeed. Some great details down in there as well. I have to say, knocked it out of the park again, Lataki. It's beautiful kits. You know, it'd be nice to see their other ones as well coming down the line, because we know that they're bringing out the NB339 in 72nd. That's going to be a great little kit as well. But I must admit, I am a real fanboy of these, purely because we said before, it's not easy to bring out a kit at the best of times, but also they are a Ukrainian company. They are doing it in Ukraine as well. I know a lot of people think that it's all being done somewhere else, like in Poland and stuff like that. It's not. And obviously I've spoken to them about some of the problems and struggles they've had during manufacturing with everything that's going on with the conflict at the moment. And for them to bring out a kit like this, and now we've got a gorgeous upgrade to it in the form of with the cockpit. All in resin, which is crystal clear, beautifully done, a beautifully presented kit, and again comes with a mask set, lovely bit of chunk of photo etch. In fact, that's a huge chunk of photo etch for such a small scale aircraft anyway. So to get all of that, I think is an absolute delight as well. So again, you don't really need the cockpit. You could go along, especially if you're doing it canopy down. But if you did want to, it's a massive upgrade to what's in the kit as well. So from my point of view, it is an absolute must. So there we go. That's the new Lataki Ju-22M family and the M1, depending if you want the single seat and the 2-seat around.